Scrapbooker. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a scrapbook layout, and we're going to be showing you how to put some embellishments on your title card. Those cut apart cards that you get in cardstock. We're going to be showing you how to bling those up, put a little sparkle on it, put a little bit of gloss on it with our VersaMarker pen and Stickles. So sit back and relax and see how we can do this together on the Nifty Scrapbooker. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Nifty Scrapbooker. Today we're going to be doing a winter layout. Since we have all this snow on the ground, we currently have about 8 inches here at my house, and we're going to be showing you how to put together this layout, but also how to take a title, one of these boxes that you can get in those packs of paper that have cut apart cards. This one is a journaling box that I have on here, and you see I've done some decorative elements on there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's kind of shiny and sparkly, just like the winter snow is. So we're going to put together our first page. This is our second page. We're going to put together that first page and show you how to do some jazz some things up on this wonderful title card called Winter Wonderland. First thing I want to do together before we do all the stuff together, let's go ahead and put this together. What I've done is I've cut a 1/2-inch strip here out of the polka dot paper. I cut out a snowflake template out of the holiday collection from Kiwi Lane, and then I use the Kiwi Lane borders, and this one is Matthew Boulevard, I believe. So what we're going to be doing, I've already edged those. We're going to be putting this on our paper. I'm going to be using the ATG gun or the ATG glider, and we're going to be putting some adhesive on this and putting this down on the paper. Now, I have this, as you see, I did the opposite on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this right up to the top and kind of line it up with this edge here. Trying not to get my head in the camera, but trying to see what I'm doing too at the same time. There we go. Got that lined up. And there we got that down. Now sometimes paper isn't 12 by 12. And if you notice this hangs over a little bit. We're going to solve that in just a minute. But we want to make sure we got it lined up a level on one side. Take the ATG adhesive. We'll be butting this right up against it, making sure we're even on this side. And then we're going to be bringing right down the edge of that. There we go. Then we're going to take this little strip and we'll be putting it on to join those two pieces together. Okay, so we're just going to be covering up this line here where those butt together with another decorative element. So there we go. Now what you do if you have overhang, because sometimes it's not a true 12 by 12. See, there we have our overhang. See, what we do, we just take our scissors, we turn it upside down. That way you have the white of the paper. You bring your scissors right along here. Now, as you see, I'm cutting the white. I'm not cutting the blue. We just throw that away, and there we got it. It's lined up right with the other side. Okay, now for the embellishments. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking one of these like this. This is our cards. This is a 4x6, so you need to trim yours just down a little bit. We're going to be doing one like this. We're going to be setting our Winter Wonderland over here with a snowflake off of it. And that will be our page, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go and put adhesive on these, get these down, and then I'm going to show you a couple tricks with a couple new products I have with that Winter Wonderland set. There we go. We're going to go about a 1/2 inch around there. There we go. And we're going to be doing this one up here. So we're going to go kind of the distance between the two. And I'll line that up along the bottom. There we go. Okay, now I want to show you a couple products that I have gotten recently. We're going to set these over here. Put that up there, out of the way. Now, I don't know if you can tell from looking here, I have put embossing powder on here. Now, how do you get embossing? Now, you see me do embossing with stamps and stuff like that, but how do you use an embossing powder? This is a black ebony by Recollections. How do you use an embossing powder like that on something like this? Well, there's a product out there on the market called VersaMarker. If you're familiar with my stamping and stuff I do, I use the VersaMark watermark stamp pad, and it's a clear, very sticky kind of product. And what it does is it stays wet long enough for you to put the embossing powder on it and get that embossing powder done. This is the same thing. This, though, comes in a nib tip and a brush tip. And so what I did is I took this and I took this pen and I just came down the side of this, just marking that embossing right along here. There we go. And we're going to come down this side. There we go. And we want them down this third side. Now I use it on a cardboard, piece of cardstock, because quite frankly, I don't want to get any of this on my media mat. Now, of course, it would wash right off, but I didn't have to do that in the middle, so I use this card. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up. We'll get my little thing here. We're going to be pouring embossing powder on here. And as you will notice, it will stick to just the edge. I'm going to kind of sprinkle along the edge here. Dump some of that off. I'm going to do this edge here. What this is going to do is it almost looks like gunpowder. It's real black, and we're just going to shake that off of there a little bit. And then we've got the embossing powder on that. We're going to set that right here. We'll take this embossing powder right here and put it right back in there. There, easy cleanup. We have a little bit left on this. We're going to throw this in here, round that up, and drop that in the jar. And there we can put this back on here. Okay, now what we're going to do is, this is going to get a little noisy, but we'll turn on our heat embossing gun. And you want to let it kind of wait a couple seconds before you actually start using it. What that will do is that will let it heat up hot enough. If you want to see there, you can see the red in there. You can tell it's getting hot. We're just going to come along here, and we're going to emboss this on here. Just going down the side. Okay, there we go. I'll hang that back up. And what that does is that it creates a nice kind of glossy edge to that Winter Wonderland. Now, another product that has come out recently, well, not recently, has come to my house recently, is Stickles. And these are what they look like. I got a 3-pack of Stickles. They run about $5, $6 for a 3-pack. I got the silver, the gold, and I got the clear. Now what we're going to do with these is, now this you have to, let's go ahead and, before we put this on here, because this takes, I like to let this dry overnight, if I can, that way, or several hours before. So what I usually do is I make my card, get it all finished, and then I put my Stickles on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some tape on this. And go ahead fasten this down on our paper, and then we'll put our little snowflake behind it, tuck it under there, and we have our Winter Wonderland title card there. And then we're going to put some stickles on it, and then stickles on this too. Just put a little adhesion on this. There we go, and we're just going to tuck this right underneath there. And there we go. There's our embellishment on that title card. Then we're going to take the stickles. We're going to start over here on this, and then if you notice there's little snowflakes. Put this up so you can see that title card there. Really see the little snowflakes on there? We're going to make them glisten. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little drop on each snowflake. And I'll put just a little small amount of glitter on there, like a little dot, and that'll make that glisten and kind of make it a little dimensional. I'm just putting a little dot on each one, each snowflake. Stickles does a really good job of making it sparkle. So we're going to take a bead and come down that side. Take a bead, come up on these corners of this snowflake. And the last one. There we go. And there we got that sparkle in there. Now, let me show you, let me dig through my stuff here and see if I can find a card that I just made. A birthday card for someone that I use stickles on. And if you see this cute little birthday card I made, it says, Buzz, happy birthday. May your birthday be filled with excitement, joy, and laughter. And if you notice real closely here, you can see the sparkle. You see the sparkle on there? I don't know if you can on camera or not. I'm not quite sure, but there's sparkle on the wings. So that's the stickles. I just kind of spread it around the wings and made that happy birthday card. And so that's what this will do. So let me kind of stick my stickles aside, put my embossing pen back in there, grab my other sheet here, and show you this is what the layout looks like all together here. So there's our winter layout for this year, Winter Wonderland layout. And the next video I'll be showing you a new product that I've gotten in here, and it's made the difference in my stenciling techniques. And I'm going to be showing you a card layout, and I'm going to be using this product right here, Pixie Spray. So it's made by iCraft, and we're going to be using that in our next video. So kick back and relax, and have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you next time on the Nifty Scrapbook.